Hello everyone and welcome back to Steins Gate Zero. I'm G, and it's Christmas Eve. That's basically it. Yeah. And I may be I may have a little bit of difficulty with words today because I have a raging fever, but you know, whatever. Let's go.
Well, Green, I told you we were having a Christmas party at the lab today. Did you remember?
Mary's voice sounded really excited. Yeah, of course. Of course she did. Mary had spent a lot of time preparing for this day. She was probably really looking forward to it.
Well, do you think you could come?
I'll be there. It's at 6 o'clock, right?
Yep. Are you at the university right now?
Nah, Waco City. I'm at what's basically a lab and belongs to a professor I know.
Wow, Waco City.
She had no idea where Waco City was, did she?
Will you make it?
It'll be fine.
Great, I'll be waiting.
Her voice got fainter on the phone for a second, and I heard the other girls.
Okay, now all the girls today are wearing Santa outfits and waiting for you. We're waiting, yeah.
We're waiting.
Come on.
Oh, wait, I don't even know who's talking right now.
Come on, you too, Rika. What? I'm not a girl. Rika's cosplaying too. I'm sorry, I'll take it off. I'll take it off right now. Oh, what a waste. It looks so good on you.
You guys are having a lot of fun, huh?
We're getting ready right now. Me, she's in a super short Santa miniskirt and she looks really cute. By the way, her panties are pink. Ah, what are you talking about, Fubuki?
Oops. Oh.
I'm sorry she's being weird. Anyway, we're waiting, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, see you later.
It sounded like the party had already begun at the lab. With all those girls there, I'm sure they were having a good time. Yuka, you're the only guy. Hang in there. I chuckled and put away the phone.
It sounded like they were having a good time.
It was Maho who spoke to me. Actually, only Maho and I were in the room. I'm going to my friend's Christmas party today.
Oh, it's that time of year, come to think of it.
You don't seem like the type to be interested in that stuff.
Not really. Since I came here, I spent all my time in this room, and the only people I see lately are the police.
I tried to force a laugh at Maho's joke and looked around the room. It was dead silent. The exact opposite of the noisy lab I just heard on the other side of the phone, in fact. Nothing had changed since the first time I'd come, which meant that it was still only Maho and Dr. Leskinen that were working there. And the professor had been meeting with different researchers all the time since he came to Japan, so he wasn't spending much time in the lab. Did that mean Maho was spending most of her time cooped up in here, alone? Well, that's normal for a scientist, I guess, but... You want to come too? After what happened, you probably needed a chance to blow off some steam.
Me? Don't worry about me. I feel much more relaxed when I'm doing my work alone. It means I don't have to deal with other people.
Is that how it works? Kurisu had said similar things. Kurisu, huh?
Anyway, let's get to the point.
That's right. I hadn't come all the way to Maho's lab to make small talk.
You said you wanted to apologize to Kurisu, right?
Yeah.
And that's why you came to me.
Yes.
Why?
It's hard for me to talk to her on my own.
So you want me to be a mediator?
I guess so, yeah.
You're a weird guy.
Maho's reaction surprised me. Was I that weird? Last time we talked, well, part of it was because I was freaking out, but I kind of hung up on her. Knowing Kurisu's personality, she's mad, I'm sure of it. And since I'm still kind of connected to her, I've got this invisible pressure bearing down on me every minute of the day. Dr. Leskinen had been trying to help me out, but I would have felt better if he'd just stripped me of access.
Does it really bother you that much? You know Kurisu was told not to contact you, right?
Yeah, but... don't want our relationship to end with a fight. I never wanted to go through what I'd experienced in the Alpha World Line again. In that world line, I'd never been able to figure out what she was trying to tell me at the end.
Well, whatever. If you want me to talk to her too, I will. So let's get this over with.
Thanks.
It's Christmas Eve, so why not say something nice?
Yeah, you're right. Not that I had any idea what nice would be.
What's wrong? Hurry it up. Tap the icon on your phone and it'll connect you whenever.
Oh, is that why I was... Oops. Connect to Kurisu.
What? I can't believe you actually contacted me again. Huh? What's going on? What?
Oh, she totally wasn't expecting that. Hey.
Hello, Rintaro Okabe. You need something from me? I thought you didn't want to talk to me anymore.
Oh, well... My eyes glanced toward Maho for help.
Harisu, he wants to talk to you. Can you hear him out? I didn't say I wasn't going to. I was just checking to see if he still didn't want to talk to me.
She was mad. I knew it.
Come on, hurry up.
Yeah. I took a single deep breath and lifted up the phone. I'm sorry. I bowed my head. You were nice enough to talk to someone like me, and I betrayed your kindness. And I know it was rude of me to just suddenly hang up the last time we talked. I was remembering some personal stuff that had happened, and I was a mess. That's got nothing to do with you. I at least wanted to apologize before I quit my job as tester. That's all. Kurisu was chuckling the same way Maho had just done.
Are you serious?
What? How can you laugh when I'm giving you a real apology?
Because, well, I'm an AI, right? But still, you've got this somber look on your face and you're apologizing so seriously. And the last time we spoke, you said talking to me was embarrassing, right? You're weird.
Is it weird to apologize to an AI and mean it? Probably was.
Fine. To be honest, I was a little disappointed in you, but this makes me change my mind. If you'll agree to my one condition, I'll forget all about it.
Condition? What was she gonna make me do? I had a bad feeling about this. Okay, let's hear it.
I want you to take Maho out to dinner today.
Huh?
Huh?
Maho's eyes and mine went wide.
Wait, Kurisu, what are you talking about? Don't you know what day it is today? Christmas Eve. Exactly. Exactly what exactly? So what'll it be, Okabe? Yes or no?
Why'd she look so excited? Fine. Yajo, I'm officially inviting you to that party I was just telling you about. Please come.
Party?
I'm getting together with some friends for a Christmas party.
That's not what I meant. But maybe dinner for two is too much to ask for right off the bat. Maybe this is better. Harisu, if you keep teasing me, I'm going to get mad. I'm not going to any party. Then I'm not going to forgive Okabe.
Yajo, please.
Why are we talking about this? I'm trying to help you out here. Listen. Anyway, I need to wait for the professor to get here and give him my report.
Hey, Lintalo, Maho, what are you talking about? Dr. Leskinen walked in at the perfect moment. Maho looked relieved and went to open the file on her desk.
Welcome back, Professor. Here's the data for today.
Maho, hold it. You guys want to go somewhere? It's Christmas Eve. Let's put our work away and go get some food. Or did you already have something planned?
Nice job, Professor.
Professor, my friends are having a Christmas party. If you'd like to come, you're more than... Wonderful. I'd love to. I didn't even get to finish my sentence. Of course, Maho will be coming too, yes? That was the moment when Maho's last hope of escape was cut off.
Then it's settled. Christ.
Kursu smiled mischievously from within the screen. She was quite the plotter. The real Kursu used to do silly things like this too.
Hey, Okabe.
When she called my name, I gasped.
Thanks for apologizing to someone like me. You made me very happy.
Oh, no.
If you want, we can talk anytime, if you're bored or something.
If I feel like it, maybe.
Yeah, bye. Take good care of Maho. Karasu! Are you satisfied?
Yeah. I felt more relieved than I thought I would. I realized I really did love Kursu Makise. But is it really that weird to apologize to an AI? My friend, you know, the guy you met at May Queen, is always on his knees begging to girls on a computer screen.
I don't really understand why someone would do that.
Uh-oh, that freaked her out. Bad example. Anyway, you really helped me out, Hyajo.
You really don't need to do what Karasu told you to.
Well, but the professor seems really excited about going. The professor flashed his white teeth at me. And I promised Karasu.
You really are weird.
But even as she said it, she was smiling. I guess she decided to go to the party.
No! Because Suzuha, you can't do that! You can't change the world! You're not making sense! You can't erase this world! I won't let you!
There were bullet marks on the inside of the time machine. Suzuha traced them with her fingers and remembered what had happened here. That was the last time she had talked to Kagari. She'd never been able to find her after that. Suzuha, what's wrong? You're spacing out. Do you not feel well?
Huh?
Suzuha looked back and saw her father, Itaru. He seemed worried. He was holding a bolt in his hand and offering it to her.
Oh, sorry, I'm fine.
She nodded and took the bolt. They were on the top of the radio building where a cold wind was blowing. A light was shining down on the rear of the time machine where the engine was. Her head was inside as she did maintenance work. Itaru was wandering around in the background. Normally she would never let him near the time machine, but today he'd absolutely insisted on coming. What kind of dad wouldn't be worried about his daughter when she just got really sick? Suzuha had spent the last several days unable to stand up because she hadn't taken care of herself. There was nothing she could say back to him. Listen, I won't touch the space-time shifter or gravity control or anything dangerous, so will you let me help?
No.
I'm probably better than you are at mechanical stuff.
I know that, but no.
Ugh. Itaru slumped forward, dejected, but Suzuha had no intention of discussing it. Listen, Suzuha, it's dark and it's late. We should do the rest tomorrow. Let's go home.
You can go home by yourself, Dad. I've still got work to do.
Are you going to look for Kagari-tan again? But Green says he'll help, so you don't need to do it all by yourself, do you? You just got over your cold. You should put off the search for a little while. That made her a little mad.
I didn't want you telling Uncle Ocarine without asking me first.
Suzuha had told Itaru that she was spending every day looking for Kagari, but it was only later that she found out he told Rintaro. It wasn't a problem, but her relationship with Rintaro was already a bit strained, and this only made it harder for her to ask him to get back in the time machine. Anyway, you look like you've been having a bad time.
There's a bolt here that's hard to turn.
Rich, I'll do it for you. You can at least let me do that much, right?
Yeah,
Suzuha pulled her head out of the engine unit.
You're covered in oil. Your pretty face is ruined.
Say that stuff to Mom.
That's asking too much.
Itaru stuck his face inside the machine and began to look around.
Oh, from the way that it's laid out, that pipe was probably added on later. Take the pipe off. There's probably coolant or something going through it, so use this valve to empty it first.
I don't think this machine was designed with maintenance in mind.
You got that right, Wabita.
Who do you think made this?
Me.
Itaru sighed and started to concentrate on his work. He did his job silently, twisting his massive body to the left and right. Watching him, Suzuha remembered her childhood. When she was younger, she loved watching her dad make the time machine.
Dad?
Yeah?
Lately, starting to understand myself anymore. This may be a weird thing to think, but is it really okay to erase this world?
Her mind flashed back to young Kaguri's screams. You can't erase this world, huh? She'd never forgotten the look in Kaguri's eyes, and she'd never been able to shake the feeling that they were watching her somehow.
If my mission succeeds, Kurosumaki won't die and the door to Steins Gate will open.
Yeah.
And that means that this world, you, Mom, Big Sis Mayu, and Big Sis Rumi, and Uncle Ocarine, none of this will have ever happened.
Yeah.
Me that's here right now will never have met you.
Is this the scene where you confess your love? Should I save my game?
Suzuha said nothing and poked her dad's calf with her toes.
Being serious, one more joke and I'll kick you.
You're not sure what to do? Well, you know, is it really that big a deal?
Huh?
Who cares if this present disappears? I mean, a lot of people are going to die after this, right? I don't want that to happen.
Dad,
You're overthinking things. You don't want a war, so you're going to change the world. Isn't it better when it's simple like that? And anyway, I don't want to go to war. I'm not like you, I'm me. I wouldn't last 3 days on the battlefield.
such a wimp. I'm disappointed.
Suzuha sighed, turned around, and started to walk away.
Huh? Where are you going?
I'm going to wash my face. It's covered in oil. Once you've tightened that bolt, close up the cover. I'm going to take your suggestion and not look for Kaguri today.
Okay, that's great. Let's go home together.
Yeah.
Suzuha looked up at the moon shining in the cloudy winter sky. She let out a puff of white breath. The white breath danced in the air for a moment, and then disappeared into the cold.
Dad? I was lying when I said I was disappointed. You're not the kind of person who takes a gun into battle. That's not who you were in the future. It was always your job to run away.
What? Ichimi sounds like a loser.
But that's fine. In the future, you've got another battle to fight, and that's why we're all with you.
Suzuha.
So don't get any weird ideas, okay? Give up the idea that Japan is safe. Uncle Ocarine was just attacked. You could be attacked at any moment too. The war is coming, and very soon.
For about 2 weeks now, someone had been watching Suzuha in the time machine. It was clear that some great power was on the move.
Okie dokie.
Suzuha nodded, satisfied at Itaru's answer, and went to the bathroom to wash her face. The lab was filled with Santas, just like I'd heard on the phone. And all of them were wearing miniskirts.
Oh, it's Ocarine! He's here, yeah! Everything's ready! Hey there, Merry Christmas! Good evening, Ocarine.
Hi. The sight of so many girls in a small room like this, all wearing Santa miniskirts, threatened to overwhelm me. I was having trouble deciding where to look when Rikuko staggered in front of me.
Okabe.
Rikuko. What are you wearing, man? I didn't expect a Santa in black. And wasn't he exposing an awful lot of skin? It was really erotic. But he's a guy.
Okabe. I.
Rikuko, I'm glad you survived. It must have been hard being the only guy. I gave him a pat on the shoulder and he smiled, relieved.
I wanted to wear a Santa outfit too. Okay, next year I'll make one for you too. Really? Yep. Thanks, Big Sis Mayuri. Okay, come in.
Where are Daru and Suzuha?
No word yet.
The biggest goal today was to get Suzuha to participate. It was no exaggeration to say that that's why Mayuri had held this party.
By the way, who are your guests?
I told them earlier that I was bringing Dr. Leskinen and Maho. I brought the two of them inside. I'll introduce you. This is Dr. Leskinen. Merry Christmas.
Wow. Oh. Oh my. He's big.
Thank you, cute little lady.
But Daddy's bigger.
And this is Maho Hyajo.
Hi, nice to meet you. Wow. Ooh. Oh my. Monya, we meet again. Oh, it's the Nyanya girl. Are you in elementary school? Middle school? I'm actually a grown-up. Sorry.
Maho's smile froze on her face.
Mayuri, what do you think? They're both perfect, May. She's thinking up all kinds of ideas. I should have gotten some smaller sizes ready. And I could have worn one too. It's the biggest mistake in Mayushi's life. I would have wanted to see the two of them as little Santas. Yeah.
Mayuri had her in her sights then. There was no escape for Maho now. Mayuri was so stubborn she'd even managed to convince the legendarily shy Rikuko.
What about the professor? I've never made an outfit for someone that tall. Just having him there would guarantee a win, though. Maybe a fluffy reindeer outfit with a red nose? Maybe? Maybe not?
Wait, were they seriously going to dress the professor up as a reindeer? Hey, Mayuri, you probably shouldn't assume that everyone will understand your cosplay hobby.
Oh, that's right. It's not good to force people. But lately,
Sorry.
even the employees at the convenience stores dress up as Santas for Christmas. Christmas and coming out are two very different things, aren't they?
Or so you say, but basically you want to dress the two of them up in Santa outfits, don't you?
So Maho, do you want Mayushi to lend you a Santa outfit?
Mayuri was already going after her. Maho refused as forcefully as she could, but Dr. Leskinen was surprisingly interested. He had been trying to put on a triangular paper party hat.
Oh, I just got a message from Daru. He's almost here and Scissor's with him.
Mayuri was looking at her smartphone. It looked like Daru had pulled it off. I guess he really was Suzuha's dad. This meant we'd succeeded in our biggest objective. Which meant it was on to the next mission. We'd all decided that we were going to surprise Suzuha. Suzuha didn't know that we were all waiting for her. We each grabbed a noisemaker and got into position. Dr. Leskinen and Maho helped too. Maho seemed unsure, but Dr. Leskinen was more than willing to participate.
I'm turning off the lights, yeah. I wonder if Suzu will like it. You never get to see Suzuha look surprised. But she actually really likes sweets, yeah. And she's really nice. When I say hi a little while ago, she said hi back. Yeah, I wish I could get along with her too. You will, I'll be fine. You two are perfect for each other.
And then we heard Daru's voice from outside the window in the alley below the building.
Okay, I'm going inside. I'm going inside with Suzuha.
His voice was loud and unnaturally expository. Once he got below the lab, he was supposed to give a signal. Everything was going as planned. We all went shh at each other in the darkness. I could hear 2 sets of footsteps coming up the stairs. Everyone held their breath and waited. The timing was critical. But would she be able to figure it out before we acted? The room was filled with different smells, like the girl's perfume and the aroma of the food they'd made. Didn't Suzuha always notice these things more quickly than an ordinary person would? I started to get worried. And then I heard the sound on the front door opening.
Huh? Nobody's here today then.
Well, some days are like that.
Are you idiot? Your voice is shaking. Got even more nervous. Was it time yet? Where was the signal? I felt like my hands were going to slip and trigger the noisemaker too early. My palms were soaked with sweat. I could tell Suzuha was taking off her shoes.
Nya!
Ferris gave the signal. The second the lights went on, we all activated our noisemakers. I could see Suzuha flinch for just an instant. But I couldn't follow what happened after that. That's how fast she was. She dropped down, sprung off the floor, and leapt towards Yuki, who happened to be standing in front of her. She might have broken Yuki's jaw with the base of her palm before I could shout at her to stop.
Yeah!
Fortunately, Yuki had been surprised by Suzuha's sudden charge, and had slipped when she tried to step back. Because of this, Suzuha's palm barely missed Yuki's nose as it sliced through the air. Stop it, Suzuha! By the time I'd finally shouted, it was all over. Suzuha had grabbed Yuki before she fell down and was holding her up. Yuki, Suzuha, and all the rest of us were too stunned to speak. That was close. If the timing of events had been even slightly different, Yuki could have been badly hurt.
Stop now! Merry Christmas!
Everyone finally realized what had happened and began to panic. Yuki simply lay in Suzuha's arms, blinking her eyes.
What are you doing?
Suzuha seemed to snap back to reality. She was looking around at everyone.
I said Merry Christmas, Suzu! Merry Christmas? Yeah. Wow, that scared me. Those were amazing moves. It was too fast for me to follow. Yuki, are you okay?
Suzuha was looking around the room. Did she still not understand what was going on? Did she not realize it was a party since she'd never been to one before? The walls and ceiling were covered in wreaths and ribbons. There was a folding table filled with food, cake, snacks, and drinks.
A party? I'm sorry, it was my idea to make it a surprise.
Yuki backed away from Suzuha and started to bow apologetically.
Suzuha, this is, we wanted to make it a surprise. We didn't mean to scare you. Suzuha?
Yeah, brother, did you know about this?
Yeah.
I see. That's why you're acting kind of weird today. I'm sorry, Suzu. It was Mayushi planned it all. So don't get mad at Yuki or Daru. Get mad at Mayushi. Oh, come on, big sis Mayu. Do I always get mad like that?
Suzuha looked around the room again.
Wow. Hard to believe this is the same lab. Right? We all decorated it together. Yeah, it's really amazing. It's pretty.
Suzuha laughed half-heartedly and began backing toward the door.
Where are you going? Huh? Where? You guys are having a party, right? I don't want to get in the way. Come on, brother, you know I don't belong in a place like this. That's not true, yeah. Let's all have a party together, yeah. Huh? But I never done this stuff before. You just have fun and eat food and talk. So, come on, okay?
Mayu grabbed Suzuha's hand tightly to keep her from getting away.
Big sis Mayu?
Come on, we've got a seat for you too, Suzuha.
But I really don't know what to do.
Just sit down, okay?
Suzu.
Mary half dragged Suzuha over to the seat next to me and forced her to sit down.
Okay, every kitty, the gang's all here now, yeah. Round of applause, everyone.
Everyone started to applaud at Fubuki's signal. Dara played some Christmas carols on the computer. The grim atmosphere that had begun to fill the room was banished. I felt a little relieved.
Okay, let's start with a toast, yeah. Pour your favorite drink into your glass, yeah.
Everyone started to look at the various drinks on the table. Here, Suzuha. Suzuha still looked like she was feeling as though she didn't belong, so I poured her some non-alcoholic champagne.
Oh yeah. I really don't think I can do this.
Why?
Because I didn't come to this era to play.
The reason she came to this era, huh? I didn't have the right to say anything about that. That was the only reason that she was stuck here, unable to fulfill her task. But even so, is it so bad to do this every once in a while?
But
Suzuha, you think too much.
Dara joined the conversation.
All you're doing is having a meal with everyone. You're hungry either way, right?
well,
Maybe Dara's statement caused her to realize it, because her stomach rumbled.
See? Everybody made a lot of food for you, so let's just say thanks and eat it.
everybody, y'all got your drinks ready, yeah. All right, let's have a word from Mayushi who put this party together, yeah. Huh?
Mary stood up, flustered. As she stood, she bumped into Rukiko, who was standing next to her. The two of them almost spilled their drinks.
What? Sorry, Utica. Mary, calm down. Okay.
Mary started to take deep breaths.
It's Christmas Eve today. There's normies out everywhere today, but this year, let's have a party and be normies ourselves. No, I don't think that's what normal means, Maishi.
Fubuki whispered, a little sad.
A bunch of people asked Fubuki out on Christmas dates. You should have seen them all. They were all younger girls, though. Anyway, if everybody has a good time, Maishi will be happy. That's all.
Mary gave a little bow and smiled to Suzuha. Suzuha answered with an expression that wasn't quite a smile.
Okay, everybody, cheers, yeah. Mahang, you give the toast. What? Me? You came all the way out here, so why not give a toast and introduce yourself?
Maho stood up with a slight frown and thought for a moment before she opened her mouth.
Thank you all for having me today. Dr. Leskinen and I are from America, so we've never spent Christmas in Japan before. And I'm finding out that spending a cheerful Christmas with friends is also a great... Say something interesting, yeah! Huh? Something interesting, yeah! What?
Eris, you're crazy. Oh, she was totally losing it. She was worse than Mayuri had been a moment ago. It was hard to believe I'd seen her interpreting in front of that huge crowd at ATF. She bad at ad-libbing.
Meow?
Maho's desperate attempt at something interesting was cute, but honestly, a little embarrassing. It felt like watching a small, adorable animal.
Oh, Mahanyan, you got what it takes to be a cat-eared maid! Yep, this is the birth of Mahanyan.
Paris and Mayuri were the only ones who seemed really impressed.
What am I doing?
Yajo, that toast.
Right, I'll do that. Okay, then. Cheers!
Cheers! Everyone happily clinked their glasses together. Since I was the one who invited Maho to the party, I decided to cheer her up. That was an interesting toast.
I hate myself.
What are you talking about? You were a cool cat.
Mom and John, why are you starting a May Queen? I'm not okay.
Ferris and Dr. Leskinen were both enjoying trying to make her feel better.
Suzu, let's have a toast. Me too, Suzuha. Oh, yeah.
Suzuha still had a somber look on her face, but Mayuri, Yuki, and Daru forced her into a toast.
Here, Suzu, Mayushi made this.
Mayuri put a piece of quiche on a plate and gave it to Suzuha. When Suzuha took a bite, her expression began to shine.
It's good. Really? Yeah. Eat more, eat a lot. I can't eat all at once. Oh yeah?
Next, Mayuri offered the quiche to Maho and the professor.
Maho and Dr. Leskinen, try some too. Thanks.
It's good. This is really good.
Okay, try this too. It's shrimp gratin and ethnic style fried chicken.
Excellent.
You really put a lot of effort into this.
Yuki went around and offered everyone something to eat, but she couldn't bring herself to offer any to Suzuha. Mary kept motioning for her to go over, but Yuki just kept fidgeting. Maybe she was thinking about it too much. But Suzuha kept devouring all the food that Mayuri and Yuki had prepared and gushing over each dish. The two of them had been practicing their cooking for about a month here in the lab. I guess it paid off.
Oh, there's cake too. Kinda did the decorations. I didn't do a very good job, so forgive me. He's really kinda clumsy, but doesn't that just make it cuter? It really doesn't feel like a compliment.
Everyone laughed. Then, about an hour after we started eating, when she saw that everyone had eaten enough food, Ferris clapped her hands together really loudly to draw everyone's attention.
Okay, every kitty, now that we're all having fun, I'd like to start exchanging presents, yeah. We didn't have time to get something good. I hope that's okay.
Now, and the professor had stopped at a Don Quixote? That's clearly a Don Quixote pun, but I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Don Quixote on their way from Mako City and spent just 10 minutes picking out presents.
Don't worry, that's fine, yeah. I didn't bring anything.
Meishin, I brought yours.
Meishi was the one who chose it. I see. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Mary mimicked Daru's words as she pulled out two small wrapped parcels from her bag and put them on the table. They both had the same wrapping as the one Daru was holding. They must have bought them at the same place. Mary had already explained to me Operation Number 2. Mary's plan for the evening was not only to make Suzuha smile, but to bring Yuki and Daru a little closer together.
I thought of a lot of different ways to decide who gets what presents. By the end, I decided we're just going to draw numbers, yeah.
Ferris together everyone's presents and put little stickers with numbers on them.
Yeah.
And then she lifted a bundle of disposable chopsticks up above her head.
Meishi brought these so we can play the King's game tonight, yeah. What? Don't say that, Ferris.
Hey, Mary, King's Game is something you play at singles parties.
I know that, I just got a little confused.
Well, I love it when girls order me to do things.
Ashnut, you really are a pervert. We're gonna use these chopsticks that Mayushi was a little confused about and use them to pick presents, yeah. Whatever numbers of the chopstick you draw, that's the present you get, yeah.
Ferris Lily shuffled all the chopsticks and then went around to everyone so they could draw one. She was also part of Mayuri's plan. In fact, Mayuri and Ferris were sending signals to each other with eye contact and with their fingers. While everyone was focusing on the chopsticks, they were busy relabeling Yuki and Daru's presents. They were so obvious about it that I started getting nervous that Yuki would find out.
Everybody get a chopstick, yeah. Okay, I'll handle the presents. No opening your present until everyone gets theirs. It's really exciting, isn't it? I wonder what I'm gonna get.
Ferris and Mayuri passed out the presents according to the numbers that everyone drew. Once the presents were handed out, everyone started to take off the wrapping paper.
What?
and I was the first to react as she gave out a very strange cry. Inside her box was a skull face.
Oh, isn't that cool? It's a belt buckle, Nye. If you wear it to school, I'm sure it'll make you very popular. Thank you?
Yukiko, you terrified her. I was feeling bad for Nai, but when I took out my own present... whose idea was this? The box had a cute design, and inside it was what looked like a see-through white veil. The veil was decorated here and there with little pink ribbons. This can't be a...
Oh, you got it, Ocarine. You can give it to Maishi as a present.
No way.
I'm sure she'd be happy to wear it for you.
Why are we talking about this?
What? What? What's this about me?
May heard her own name and came over.
What's that, I wonder? It's baby doll lingerie, Maishi, and a super cute and sexy one. You can wear it for Ocarine, okay? What?
You know that's not happening.
Then why don't you wear it yourself?
I'm giving this back. You can enjoy it yourself. I pushed the baby doll lingerie back into Fubuki's hands.
Okay, wanna exchange it for what I got?
Fubuki handed me her present in exchange. The wrapping and lid had already been removed. I took a quick look inside. Sexy pink shorts and a pink bra. Yep, they were see-through.
Oh, that was the present I brought. I'd love it if you had Mayuri wear it. Enjoy.
Is that all you people think about?
Maishi already got a present from Ocarine, so I'm okay.
Mary had drawn my present, perhaps because we were childhood friends. By the way, I chosen a huge chunk of chocolate in the shape of a gold bar. Kind of thing you find in a Don Quixote bargain bin.
Ocarine, was there really nothing else you could have gotten?
Shut up, I read in a magazine that these things make hilarious party gifts.
There's no way anyone would want to get this. None. Not a chance.
What? Not even a chance? The magazine said it was a sure thing.
Maishi's happy. It's a gold bar. I'm never going to get to touch another one my whole life. Aw, you're such a good girl, Maishi. You really are a good girl. There.
Fubuki and Kaide were petting Mayuri's head, half out of sympathy and half because she was cute. Somehow, I ended up as the bad guy.
Okay, now it's my turn to open.
Yuki started to open her present.
Wow.
She took out a cute wooden music box. When she opened the lid, there was a little tin figure that danced.
Wow, it's so cute. It's wonderful. So romantic. That's so nice.
The girls all seemed really impressed. But Ukiko was a guy. He definitely looked like something a woman would enjoy receiving. With as many girls as there were coming to this party, he might have been the perfect choice. Wait, maybe I should have brought something like that. But then I realized that the idea had never even occurred to me.
Whose present could this be, yeah?
Ferris, you're making it too obvious. Or, me. Dara reluctantly raised his hand.
Huh?
Nope, that wasn't Ferris.
Huh? What? Oh my. Uncle Daru, you're amazing. Nice, brother.
Everyone except Mayuri and Ferris, who knew about it in advance, raised their words in surprise.
It's from you then, Hashida?
What do you think? Maishi was the one who told me to get it.
It's wonderful. Thank you, I'll treasure this.
Yuki held the music box close to her chest. She seemed really happy. And then her expression turned confused as she looked down into the box. Then she started to fidget.
Excuse me, I need a second.
She hurried off toward the washroom, still holding the box. You must have seen the trick. According to what Mayuri had told me earlier, there was a fake letter from Daru himself taped to the bottom of the box. It was something like a love letter along with an invitation to a movie date. I wondered how she was reacting. Meanwhile, Daru had also opened his own present, and he looked a little bothered. He'd been given Ferris his present. Until he'd opened it, he looked really happy, but now he'd gone completely silent. According to Mayuri, he was going to get a pair of movie tickets. Even though it was a present from Ferris, the tickets came with instructions to use them for a date with Yuki. Ferris responded to Daru's questioning gaze with a wink.
Good luck, yeah.
She seemed to be saying. For her part, Ferris received some kind of strange doll that Maho had bought at the Don Quixote. Yukiko's present was a miniature remote-controlled helicopter that Dr. Leskinen had purchased. And Dr. Leskinen got a set of 12 cute little crayons from Nai. Suzuha's present was a pair of homemade gloves. Yuki had evidently made them herself. She put them on looking happy, but maybe a little lonely, and smiled.
That's great, Suzuha.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you get, brother?
This.
Daru realized he'd been set up, and he was clearly avoiding looking at her. Suzuha seemed to understand and patted him on the back with a gentle expression on her face.
What's wrong with that? Go have a good time.
What? What? It too, Suzuha?
Well, it's frustrating watching you two.
What? I've never been on a real date.
And there's Mom, supposedly.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I see.
Yuki came back from the bathroom. She seemed to be having trouble walking straight. She sat back in her seat, but began to nervously nibble on snacks at the table. And once in a while, she would take a good look at Daru. For now, the movie ticket plan seemed to be going well. Staring too much could tip her off. I should probably pretend I didn't know anything.
Oh, Ma, look at the music box Maishi bought.
Mary raised her voice when she saw the music box in Maho's hands. It was shaped like a deformed bear, and when you wound it up, its hands and legs would jerk back and forth as it played a tune. It was a very different design than the one Yuki had received.
It's really okay for me to get something as nice as this? Sure it is. Go ahead. Go ahead. What kind of music does it play? I want to hear. Yeah, me too.
Mao started to wind it up. As she wound it, Kaede turned off the music in the background.
Here we go.
Maho took her hand off the winding key, and the mechanical yet gentle sound that was unique to music boxes began to play. The lively atmosphere of the lab was replaced with a feeling of calmness and peace. We listened quietly to the sound of the music box.
Maishi really likes this song. So do I. It makes you feel all warm, right? Yeah, it does. Oh, I see. There's the song.
Suzuha stood up, as if she suddenly remembered something.
Yuki, don't you remember? Huh? What?
Yuki was spacing out so hard that she started to panic when Suzuha spoke to her.
When I was sick, you sang this one for me here. Oh, come to think of it. Yeah, it's definitely this song.
Suzuha seemed to be remembering something as her eyes narrowed.
Hey, Big Sis Mayu, what song is this? This is...
Mayu was about to speak, and then... Out of nowhere, the world twisted.
Duh.
I moaned in pain as an incredible sense of wrongness flooded through me. The whole lab seemed to twist and fade, and the happy party I had been experiencing warped and waved like a mirage. It couldn't be. No. Somewhere far away, I heard something that sounded like a violent crash. I was just barely able to move my eyes in the direction it came from, and I saw Fubuki falling to the floor as she knocked over a table. Kaede and Ferris ran over to her, calling her name. But it all looked so blurred, like I was watching a movie underwater, and everything was moving so slow. Their voices were getting further and further away. No matter how much I stretched out my hand, I reached no one, and touched nothing. It was a terrible feeling, as if time and space were being torn apart, and even matter itself was losing its subjectivity. This feeling! Even if I didn't want to remember it, I knew what this awful feeling was. I knew it far better than I had ever wanted. This was... reading Steiner! And I think that is a pretty good place to cut it. Dun dun dun! Oh, sorry, I just punched my mic. Cliffhanger. Whatever. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where this goes. I love this. This is awesome. We go from wholesome to everything's fucked up, one right after the other, and I love it. And honestly, I'm really curious to see where they go with Fubuki. But for now, Thank you all so much for following my playthrough of Steins Gate Zero, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!